Look Outreach is underwritten by the generous support of Munter Enterprises. Family owned and operated since 1972, integrity is important, as our family name is on every project. Our word is our bond. Munter Enterprises. Just build it.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, as you may know, Wilton is a hotbed of political activity. We affectionately refer to people running for office in Wilton as the Wilton Five. Well, not too long ago, my guest, Eric Rosenburg, came in when he was throwing his hat into the ring, running for town justice in Wilton. Seemingly real uphill fight. Well, we asked Eric to come back again because he just won a primary, which now puts him just a little bit closer to the goal of winning that position in the town of Wilton. So we want you to come back, Eric, and just tell us a bit about the primary. Tell us a little bit how the campaign is going for you and kind of what next steps are. So welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Very nice to have you here. It's too complicated. I couldn't follow when you were explaining to me what this primary was about. But let's just say politics 101. Independence Party.
Right. So the Independence Party is one of 6 parties that exist in Wilton that are recognized officially by the state of New York.
Okay.
And so you can run a candidate can run on any number of lines if they get the party endorsement. Judicial candidates operate under somewhat of a different set of rules put out by the New York court system and monitored by the Judicial Campaign Ethics Committee, and there's a whole booklet and the whole thing. And most of the rules are more restrictive. However, in order to, I guess, relax the rules and give more of an appearance of impartiality, a judicial candidate can run for a party line without getting the party endorsement as long as you get the required ballot petition signatures.
And that's what you did.
Which is what I was able to do.
Right. Now, your opponent, Jerry Worth, has held a position, town justice, for many, many years. Family very steeped in Wilton history and Wilton politics, right, in business. And lo and behold, he also qualified on this line. So you had to do a runoff to have that endorsement for the general election.
Well, not so much the endorsement, but be the winner to run on the party line for that party in the general election.
So you could have that party line on
Correct.
the ballot in the general.
Which is November 7th.
Yes, I've got it. Okay. Go out and knock on some doors, did you?
Yeah, well, I think that was really the plan. I've moved to Wilton about a year ago after moving from Florida about 6 years ago. So people didn't know me. So the plan was to go out and work hard, knock on a lot of doors, introduce myself, give my qualifications, and explain to the people of Wilton why I believed I was the more qualified candidate.
I've got you. Some of that, as I know from talking to Eric, has to do with the fact the qualifications, a lawyer, practiced law for many, many years, moved into the area, looked at the area, saw Wilton was rapidly growing, and saw an opportunity to do 2 things, to make a contribution and to really support change. I like the idea of change personally. Don't you?
Well, I think what's it's not so much supporting change as we were giving people a choice.
Right.
For many, many years, elected officials in Wilton ran unopposed, a lot of them. And people would not go to the polls because they said, why go to the polls to vote for one candidate? So among our goals, and my goals, was to say, hey, you have a choice this time. Look at the people's qualifications, look at the candidates' qualifications, talk to them, meet them, and vote for the person you think is most qualified for the job. So, of course, choice can lead to change, because you can't have change when no one's running and people are running unopposed. So I think that availability of change, availability of choice then gives people that opportunity to really express what they think is the right way for Wilton to go.
Right, I totally agree with you. You said to me before the interview, I said, why are you running? Why would you do this? And I thought your response was interesting. You said that you want to contribute to things that matter in the community. Now, it sounds pretty obvious what that means, but what do you mean by that?
Well, I think part of the thing that makes communities great is when its citizens bring their talents to the town they're living in and offer those services in whatever way they can. And one of the great things about having this growth in Wilton is that all kinds of people have moved into Wilton with all kinds of talents that didn't exist 10, 15, 20 years
true.
ago.
Really true.
So, the idea is to be able to tap into those talents. And for people who are interested in giving back and serving the community. In my case, first of all, I believe in getting involved and giving back to the community and serving the community. For instance, I immediately, shortly after moving here, got involved with the Wilton Food Pantry. Mm-hmm. And so this was a way for me to use my background and my education and my experience in a way that could really impact the citizens in a really important way.
I've got it. Well, they always say all politics is local, but you know what? Something when you hear people like yourself describe why they want to give back to the community and why they want to run, then you realize that that's the fiber of democracy, which is the cornerstone of why we're all here. Right, Eric?
Absolutely.
Hey, I want to give you a website. It's a long one, although it makes sense. Rosenburg for WiltonTownJustice.com. Rosenburg for WiltonTownJustice.com.
Yes.
Got it. Please go there. You can find out. You can ask questions.
Yes, there's a way to send me an email through that website.
Good.
If you have any questions, and please, hopefully people will feel comfortable sending me an email and asking me any questions they have.
That's great. And get some comfortable shoes, okay?
Yes, thank you.
You're going to be, I have a feeling you'll be knocking on a few more doors.
Well, already
between
doing
now and November, right?
Already doing so.
Yeah, it's great. Eric, nice to have you back in again. And we'll have you in before the general. And let's find out how things are going, okay?
Great. Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.